all-in-one crypto trading robot. My name is Kyla, and I work in growth here at Tafabot, and I make sure that everything that happens here in the HQ gets communicated to all of our Tafa fans all around the world. Now, I'm excited to show you guys the rest of the team. Let's go.
Hello everyone, I'm Irish and I work in operations here at Tafabot. I oversee all units and make sure we're always working to give you the best trading experience.
Hello guys, I'm Isra. I work in the growth department at Tafabot. I make sure that you have the best trading experience. I provide you all the educational resources I need.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Remy and I run product strategy and product design here at Tafabot. What that really means is I'm responsible for bringing out the new features, functions, and overall app experience for you guys as we grow.
Hi, my name is Solo. I'm an engineer at Tafabot. We make trading easy and fun for you.
Hey guys, my name is Gary. I work on development here at Tafabot to make sure that you have tap on time on the app.
Hi guys, we're glad to have you at the Tafabot HQ. I'm Samuel, and it's CEO at Tafabot.
And now we'd like to introduce you to Mr. Dogecoin. He fuels all of our tummies and provides us with all of the snacks here at the Tafabot HQ. Now that you've met the core team here at the Tafabot HQ, we'd like to invite you to come swing by our office. We'll see you here at Business Bay, Dubai, UAE. Bye!
Hello, Taverns. Welcome once again. Super beautiful day, and we're going to be jumping in to the charts. If you're joining us for the first time, this is our live setup, and what we do with the setup is to give you trade configurations that you can directly use on your Tafabot app to become profitable. And once again, if you do have a feedback or a question during the section, you can send it directly into the chat section, and I do it to answer as much as possible before the end of this section. I did state yesterday, for those who joined us yesterday, that we're going to be having a new updates to the algorithm that would be going live around this time today. And that also is in view. We're going to be talking about that during this call and several other new updates today. There's already a lot of feedbacks coming in. You want to keep sending those. I'm going to go through as much as possible before the end of the section. All right, so first I want to talk about the bot. So for all the users, for several users who don't run, who are running your own bots and you're not copying from any of the mirrors out there. So you do have a lot of bots, like I myself have over 60 other bots. So I want to guide you on what you can do about those, just like I am handling my bots. So we've given out 10 different markets that basically forms our portfolio trading. There are other markets that we do add from time to time, but specifically there are 10 major markets that we've given out as markets that are going to form a major basics to all of our setup. And those markets are BTC, Ethereum, BNB, SRP, ANKRO, Lena, TRS, Sol, Doge, Ocean, and MKRO. Now, what you want to do with all of this market is to directly create your bots on this market using the auto mode. So in identifying those bots, I do call my auto leverage 1. I give it the name of the bot. So this is for SROP, auto leverage 6, for TRS, auto leverage 4, ANKRO, and this way I'm able to identify my bots and easily search them out. So if I want to search SROP, I can easily see auto leverage SROP easily. So I don't have to go through scanning through over 60 bots that I do have created. So this is a simpler way to just identify your bot. In the near future, we're also looking for ways to hide other bots that you do not use. So every time I need to update any trade setup, I'm going to be updating it on all of these my bots that I already created. I don't need to recreate the bot again. If I need to trade BNB, I just need to go to auto leverage 2 BNB bots and put up my settings or change anything that I need to change at any point to get into a trade. So this is much a simpler way for you to handle your bot. I hope that was really, really helpful. And if you don't at any point need to put in any of those configuration, you can directly go on mirror, and you're going to find mirrors from different mirror providers all around here. What you want to do is to copy the mirror. Now, if you have $1,000 capital, for instance, and you want to copy any of the mirror, you don't want to just copy one mirror with 1,000. You could spread your capital around 5 mirrors, having $200 on each of the mirror. If you're trading with $5,000, you could spread around $1,000 on each of the mirror bots. That is going to be much more profitable than just copying one bot with all of your capital. I hope that is clear and also very, very helpful. All right, so we already are pushing right on this call the new updates to auto deleverage and auto leverage. Now, what this means, like I explained it yesterday, is that we're integrating the martingale structure for auto leverage and auto deleverage into technical analysis charts. What this means is if you set up your structure, like we do give the 30%, 3 average movements kind of structure for each of the markets, the bot is also going to connect to the chart of that market to know when that market is going in your favor and when it is having a reversal, to be able to strategize your entries better. Now, this has made auto leverage or auto deleverage super secure, that you can directly run one single market using just the market's framework. So for instance, if the framework for the next 1 month is bullish for the whole crypto market, we can directly run one market for that whole month. Even if the market is declining at any point, we're going to be having the security measure built into auto leverage and auto deleverage kicking to ensure you're always on profits. I hope that is absolutely clear. So any bot you're going to be starting from now, right after this call, is going to be using the new algorithm update. I'm going to go through that once more and show you how that works. So I have all of my trades running already. I have the whole 10 setup running on short, MK Arrow, Ocean, all of the 10 setup that we do give running on short setup. All right. So if I do go to my exchange on Binance, I'm going to find all of the trades running over here. If at any point in time that any of the setup tries to fail, then we're going to have the new trigger for auto deleverage come into place and auto leverage. And I'm going to show you how that works with the charts. All right, I believe you can see my screen on the chart. So right now, any of the bots you create through the auto mode, both on spot and on futures, is now integrated into the chart. So when we do give the setup for any of the markets, like we normally do, this is an instance for SROP. So there are several levels of SROP that forms our setup. So this is the divergence between the bullish levels and the bearish level. And also, we also give the largest frame movement. So we say we're capturing a price movement of 33% and an average movement on how SROP or BNB or any of the markets works. So when we do give a setup like this, take for instance that this is a level where we're going to have our entries in around this point using your martingale structure. Now, with the martingale being integrated into the chart, it's going to know when the price has gotten to that level. Also, when the price is about bouncing off that level. So I'm going to show you what a bounce means, for instance. So this is a bounce right around here. So this is a bounce around here. This is a bounce also around here. So the new algorithm is built in such a way that if a market will never give you profit and only make you stuck in the trade, it will not put your capital into that market. Now, it is even more beautiful if you're using auto leverage. It's going to switch your trade into the opposite direction to start taking profits from the side that the market is currently moving towards. So over here, you're going to find a bounce over support. So when you do create your setup and your setup was to take a trade right around this level, your bot is now going to study the chart and know when the price is at this level and when it is bouncing off the support. Now, if the price is not bouncing off the support and decides to go downward even further this way, your bot is going to wait to the next support that is going to be bouncing off. Now, if you have the auto leverage running at this point where it is not bouncing off the support, auto leverage is going to open a short trade around here and start taking profit up onto the point where the market finally does find a bounce. If it finds a bounce around here, then it's going to take off your short position and your long position can start running directly in profit. I hope that is absolutely clear. We cannot wait for you to run that on your bot. So what you want to do at this point is to start up any of the setup that we've given from BTC to Dodge to NKR. You could start up any of the setup, the 10-hole market watch that we're currently running on. You want to start it on short and start it afresh on the new algorithm right now. All you need to do is to stop your bot and start it again. You don't need to update the app. You don't need to download any new updates. All you need is stop your bot, set it to auto leverage and start it up again. And it's going to be running with the new algorithm. All right, a lot of users are already saying you observed that already. So that is already running on your account. That is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So earlier we used to give our setup and we call the setup for auto leverage. Right now you can use it on auto leverage, auto deleverage. It wouldn't matter. If you're looking for higher returns, then you want to use auto leverage. If you're looking on a slow progressive passive income, you want to use auto deleverage. Amazing. So once again, yesterday we did give the setup for the market on how bearish we are expecting the market to go, and we already find that happening at this level of BTC losing a lot of money flow, and altcoin is totally dead. You can see that over here. There is absolutely zero money flow happening on altcoin. It is absolutely dead. So all of our short positions are in, and also we also find USDT already bouncing off the very, very good support. If you took any of the setup, Ethereum, we took the setup around here. You want to have the setup running. BNB has already delivered more than 3 strategy period. If you started at this point, then you already have up to 5 strategy period running. You want to restart those bots, and we're also going to be sending the setup again, clarifying specifically that this setup can be used for auto leverage. So you want to start up the setup again from BTC, Ethereum, BNB, NKR, SROP, Lena, TROS, Sol, Dodge, Ocean, MKR. All of the setup are good to go using the new algorithm. There's already so much feedbacks, comments. I'm going to take a few of them before we progress again. Okay, Aiza said, hello, sir. After everything I learned on the setup, I failed to get my bot running with profit. I think I failed in the part that says choose the market. Let me clarify. I created a bot, got started, selected futures, accepted the terms. Now, this is the part I think I missed the most. To choose the market, do I choose BTC or choose the market from the setup shared? So what you want to do is you always want to choose the market from the setup shared. We did share Ethereum, we shared BNB. If you took BNB, you already made profits up to 20% from that. So you want to choose the market that was shared. So absolutely, this is the guide on how to successfully set it up. You want to select shorts. I'm going to show that again just to be clear. So right on my screen, you can see the setup. So this is a setup for Ethereum. So when we say Ethereum, you want to select Ether. When we say price movement on your app, you want to enter 32. When we say average, if your capital is this level, you want to enter 6 on the average, and you want to select the strategy mode, which is the position side as short. Then you want to put in the leverage. At this point, you can now use auto leverage or auto deleverage. I would prefer you use auto leverage for super profits. Then the take profit ratio is 0.5, and you're absolutely done. So that is how easy it takes to set up the bots. All right, I'm going to be going through several other feedback. Okay, a user is saying you closed a bot manually and your bot has not picked a trade. You don't need to close a trade manually on your exchange. If you need to close a trade, what you need to do, I'm going to show you that again. So if you ever need to close a trade, you don't need to go to your exchange to close a trade. Your bot will not pick up another new trade because it believes there is a trade that it was handling that is still pending, but you had already closed it. So if you want to close a trade, I'm going to look for any of the markets that is currently running. So I'm going to look at SROP. So this is SROP over here. So you're going to see that I have SROP on Binance. I'm going to click it. So you can find SROP running on Binance. Over here, I'm just going to reload that, gets me SROP. So right here, I have SROP running. We want to be sure that we do go to SROP exactly. So I'm going to search SROP, futures, traded. Binance is funny, showing me BNB. Okay, I'm just going to go for BNB then. So it is easily seen. So I have BNB running over here. If you need to stop a bot, you don't need to go to Binance and say close position. You don't need to do that. What you need to do is go to your Tafa and turn off. So I'm going to turn off this bot. So you see the bot is stopped. I'm going to go to Binance. And we're going to see that this trade over here will be closed shortly. We're just going to watch that. So you see the Binance trade is done and closed by itself. I didn't need to come to Binance to close the trade. Then now I can start my bot again. And it's going to open the trade again on Binance. So that is how to stop a trade or to close a bot. You don't need to go to the exchange to close it manually. Okay, a user said, if I'm using a neural net and neural net is trading a market and the market is also running on my personal setup, what is going to happen? If you're trading neural net and you have a setup, you will not be able to create the same setup to run again while your neural net is running. Now, if your neural net is already running, you are still able to use auto leverage configuration on Matinga that can still run alongside neural net and your bot will be absolutely fine. Okay. He's asking, does auto leverage works only with trade that you cause? No, absolutely. You can pick any market and set it up using auto leverage. It doesn't matter if it's a market that we send along our watch list. You can directly do that yourself. If your bot is not picking up, you want to stop the bot and restart it again to see what happened. All right, is I saying, can we send the 10 markets so you could set it up? Yes, we're going to push that also into the Telegram group and you can directly set it up. I created neural net bot, but it hasn't traded. You don't know why. Could you stop your bot and start it again? If at any point your bot is running, not picking a trade, you can stop that bot and restart it afresh. That is on the grounds that you do not have a bot log. If you do have a bot log, you want to solve the log first to understand why your bot is not picking up a trade. Right. Isa is saying, are you saying we should close all the setup running yesterday and start them afresh? Not at all. I am saying if you want to run on the new algorithm, any bot you start from now is going to be running with the new algorithm. A user said, with the new modification on auto leverage, I believe the bot will make even more profit right now. What could be the average profit? Auto leverage on a regular without even this new modification does make over 30% in a month. We've seen even 100%. So how far this can go, we're going to see about that. All right. Can we close the trade from yesterday? Absolutely not. You don't need to. User said, I really like to understand auto leverage and auto deleverage properly in terms of amount he assigns to first trade. Very interesting question. Secondly, could you have a Martingale bot on if you're already on Euronet's bot? I noticed I had to change to auto leverage. Absolutely correct. Thirdly, why is Neuronet bot taking trade on both direction on the same asset on the same time? Absolutely amazing, amazing question. So I'm going to take that one after the other. Can you use auto leverage? What is the difference between auto leverage in terms of capital? Absolutely amazing. So if you're using auto deleverage, so I'm going to edit this bot. So my bot is on auto leverage. If you're using auto leverage to trade and your capital is 1,000 for this market, for example, what your bot is going to do is that it's going to put in $1,000 into the market. As far as the market is working in your favor, it's going to keep putting all of your capital in the market. If at any point the market stops going in your favor, it's going to take out a chunk of your capital to the lowest possible level. And you have more capital for the bot to use to trade better if the market goes against you. So in practical terms, if I have $1,000 running on auto leverage, my bot is going to put $1,000 into the market, and it takes profit because the market is going in my favor. If the market ever goes wrong, it's going to take out some capital from that, not by closing the trade. It does that in its own algorithm. It's going to take out, let's say, $900, and you only have $100 in a losing trade. And then it has $900 to be able to trade more to make sure that the $100 in the trade goes into profit. Basically, that is auto leverage. On the other hand, with auto deleverage is going to start with the lowest possible capital, that you have on the market. So let's say if your setup requires $10 minimum to start, it's going to start with $10 minimum. And as the price keep going up, it's going to be putting in a little capital. At the first point of your entry, is going to use the maximum leverage. So if you specify 10S here, it's going to use 10S to start that trade. And as your trade keeps running, it's going to be reducing your leverage and putting in more capital. This is why auto deleverage is super secure. The market could go 400% and is onboarded because it uses the lowest possible capital, little by little, into the market to trade. I hope that is clear on how both of them assigns the capital. And also you said, can you have Martingale bot running if you have Neuronet? Yes, you can have Martingale bot running if you have Neuronet, but your Martingale bot needs to be on auto leverage. You cannot have an auto deleverage bot running at the same time as Neuronet. And thirdly, why is Neuronet taking trade on both sides? So I do have a Neuronet running. I'm running all of the bots. So if I go to Neuronet, I do have a futures Neuronet running over here at OKS, and it's trading over 20 markets for me. Now, what Neuronet does is it takes your capital, distributes it into several markets, and it could be trading 100 markets at the same time, taking profit on each market as they give profit, ensuring you're never stuck in a trade. So if a market gives profit, it takes profit from that market, waiting for other markets to give you profits in whichever direction the market is going, even if it's going below or it is going high, Neuronet is going to take profit for you. All right. Once again, if your bot has not closed them profit, one of the things you could do is to stop the bot directly on the app. It's going to shut down the trade and you can restart that bot. Once again, like I just stated, you can always stop a bot if you don't like the position it's in, and it can restart that trade afresh. Okay, as I said, on choosing which of the markets should your Martingale bot run on, which is automatically Binance, it says that balance is, for example, $2,000, and yet my account balance is $3,000. So your balance record connects to your account to give you the new data. What you need to do is to start a bot, and it's going to keep reading your balance and giving you the fresh updated data. Right. As I said, auto leverage bot says position side cannot be changed if you exist in a position correct. Some exchanges does restrict you from running both sides of the trade. So you cannot run auto leverage and auto deleverage at the same time. If you need to run auto leverage, you need to shut down every bot running on auto deleverage and also bots running on manual mode. Right. The same for every other users that your bot gives you position side. What it means is you already have a bot running on auto deleverage or normal mode. You need to shut down those bots to be able to use auto leverage, sorry. All right. So a user said, I'm on plus on the app, but on -9 on the exchange. How do I know when I'm making profit? Amazing. What has happened to your trade is that auto leverage has made profit from you on the opposite side of the market, that if it does decide to close the trade right now, you're not at -9 because it has made money. So your exchange is still going to show you -9 on that particular trade, but the trade that auto leverage has closed has already made back that money. So what you need to look at is your balance on the exchange and also on the Tafabot app. Whatever it tells you as your profit is your original profits. All right, there's still so much feedback. I will try to take as much as possible. Still so much of them. If your bot has created both sides of the strategy and you need to stop it, it's going to close both sides of the strategy. What it means is it has already made profit for you. And if you do stop it, you're only taking, if you do have a positive or a negative, as the same thing what your app tells you, not what your exchange says to you at this point, because your app records both sides of the position, your exchange record one side of the position at a time. All right. The user said, do you advise I set strategy 1 so I can restart my bot? Yes, absolutely. You can directly go on your bot and edit the setting to strategy period 1. So it takes a profit and shuts down and you can edit your bots. All right. Is I saying, is the auto leverage kind of hedge mode strategy? Absolutely not. It is beyond an hedge mode strategy. It's using a lot of algorithm, including a reversal mode. There are several algorithms built into it right now beyond an hedge strategy. Okay, is I saying, how long are we going to run on the current setup? We're going to keep updating you. As far as you're using auto leverage, you can't keep running the setup for now. If anything does change, we're also going to communicate. Okay, again, as I said, I have 3 trades. I can see set up the same thing. Your auto leverage is already kicking in. If at any point you need to stop it, all you need to do is stop the bot and restart it again. Strategy mode can be reduced or maintained 20. Yes, absolutely. You can reduce your strategy mode at any point. Right now, we did send strategy mode as 20 because we're hoping we're going to be running this setup for a while because we're using the new updated auto leverage method. If you want to stop your bot really fast, you can as well set strategy mode to 1. I hope that is absolutely clear. All of my setups are running already on the 10 markets. So you can actually go beyond the setup that we send, but we're also going to send setup for all of the 10 markets that you can keep running. At this point, I have all of them running at the same time. You can see on my screen, all of the setup running at the same time using auto leverage mode. Once again, all of the updates to auto leverage also applies to spot Martingale. So you can also use the spot Martingale bots to trade and also have awesome results. That is amazing. Once again, back to the chart. We're going to be sending all of this markets again for anyone who did miss them, all of the setup once again, so you can directly take those setups. Trust that is absolutely clear. Earlier this week, we did talk about an update coming on the compensation plan already, and there's a lot of excitement in the community about that. I'm going to share briefly on that, on how you can start earning with Tafabot beyond just the trading profits before we do call it a day. So right now, if you can see my screen, we've updated the Tafabot compensation plan to give you even much more profit. Earlier, we used to have the Tafabot compensation plan for just 3 levels. So we used to have 1, 2, 3 levels. Right now, as you can see on my screen, we've increased that to 15 levels. We've expanded that to 15 levels. And now we're giving out 80% of all the gas commission. I'm going to explain that. And 40% of all the license commission. So what this means is if you do refer someone who buys a Tafabot license, instantly, you're going to get 20% paid into your Tafabot wallet that you can instantly withdraw right away. Now, if the person that you do refer does refer someone else who buys a license, you're still going to get 3% again. This is already live and active on your Tafabot app. You can directly try that out. And then if someone else refers somebody on your 3rd level, you do get 2%. On your 4th level, you also get 2%. So you keep getting profits up to your 15 level. So what this means is if I do refer one person who refers 10%, I get 3% of all the Tafabot license that they bought instantly. And if the other 3% don't refer other person, and the people also refer other person up to the 15th generation, you keep getting instant profits on Tafabot license. So all of the license sales on Tafabot, we're giving out 40% of it. If a user buys a $1,000 license, we're giving out $400 of that money back to you instantly on your Tafabot wallet. Now, this even becomes better when you're using Tafabot like every other users. When you do make a profit, you pay the gas fee, which is 10% to Tafabot. We're also going to take 80% of that amount that you paid to Tafabot and distribute it to you. So on your 1st level, for everyone using Tafabot referred by you, if they do make a profit, you're going to get 10% of the gas commission that's they paid to Tafabot. Now, this goes over and over to your 2nd level, your 3rd level, up to your 15th level. And we're giving out a total of 80% of that money that comes to Tafabot back to you. So this is the new improved comp plan, and there's still so much more that you can benefit from it. We're going to head forward into that. Now we've also added some leadership bonus to this, and I'm also going to be sharing briefly on that. This document is going to be released shortly into the community, and you can directly go through it to understand the full business plan on how you start earning rewards on Tafabot. All right. So if you do have up to $150,000 sales on your whole network, what this means is from your first level to your 15 level, everyone on your level totally has sold Tafabot license or marketed Tafabot license worth $150,000 at any point. You're going to be invited into an exclusive business club that we already have with most of the top business coach all around the world that is going to be having a one-on-one section to you. And also, we're going to be sending to you in whatsoever location you have a customized Hugo Boss wristwatch. This is to tell you that you are now a boss for making that sales. You're going to be getting an official Hugo Boss wristwatch sent to you. Now it gets even better if your team goes as far as having over $1 million sales in your whole team. This is not your sales, not only your sales, not your direct sales, all over your 15 level, you're well able to make a total of $1 million. This means that even if all you did was $10,000 and you had $900,000 and more come from people that you brought into Tafabot over 15 levels, you're going to get awarded with a couple trip to Dubai and also $10,000 cash reward for your amazing leadership quality. Now it even gets better on the level 5 when your team has gone as far as $3 million sales. You then get an auto Jetta dashing car. This is one of the most amazing car 2023. It is super amazing. It feels like a spaceship. This is one car that you really want to ride. So you're going to get that as a car gift sent also to you. It even gets better if all of your team goes as far as $5.5 million in sales completely. You're going to be receiving a Porsche Macan 2023. And that also gets better if your team pulls over $10 million. You're going to be receiving a Porsche GTS G63 2022. This is one amazing ride that you also want to have. And we've also moved it a step further on your level 8. If all of your team has gotten over $20 million in sales, we're going to be gifting you a 2-bedroom apartment in the heart of Dubai at a place called Dubai Creek Harbor. This is the latest place where the world is moving to. You're going to be owning a 2-bedroom apartment there. And also, if your team goes over $22 million, you're also going to get an AMG G63 2022 version. Super amazing ride. And a step further, up to $25 million in sales, you're going to be awarded a Ferrari F8 Truboto 2022. And we also have at the level 11, where you also get a Lamborghini Urus 2022. And finally, if all of your team in your 15 network has done up to $30 million, you're going to get a Dubai Golden Visa. A Dubai Golden Visa is almost like a second citizenship where you become part of Dubai. And also, you're also going to get a $1 million cash awarded to you. So this is going to be a cash gift. Also, there's also a Rolls Royce package that you're going to be getting. So these are much more you're going to see in the new updated plan. And this is already effective on your Tafabot app. All the records are already going on your leadership system. You're going to get this document right after this call all around the community, and you can directly study it to see how best you can get a lot of reward with Tafabot beyond just your trading profits, just by referring and building a community or a team in Tafabot. Let me know if you're excited about all of these packages in the comment section. Before we do call it a day, I'm going to take a few more feedbacks. There's so much amazing in the group. Thank you, Tafa. This is Tafabulous. Always, Tafa is Tafabulous. How can you get this presentation? It's going to be out in the community after this call, and we're going to be launching that also. Amazing. This is so exciting. There's so much excitement. Amazing, amazing. This is a dream. Tafa is Tafaya. Always Tafa is Tafaya. We're ready to get started and take over the world. How do you get the slide once more? Yes, we're going to share the slide. So the whole community is also going to be available in your Tafabot app on the your reward page to be able to view that right away. So these are much more, a lot of the exciting stuff that is currently ongoing on Tafabot. You want to position yourself to be part of the next financial move. We believe that in the next couple months, a lot of millionaires are going to be raised from Tafabot, both from trading and also from the business reward. And you want to get ready for that. You want to position yourself. You want to start up your seminars. You want to start up your groups. You want to start building your community and position for this next money move. Amazing. It's been an awesome time. How can you get the video for yesterday's section? It's going to be up on YouTube also. Amazing. There's so much excitement in the comment section, and we're going to call it a day for now and continue this conversation in the Telegram community group. It's been an awesome time. Do have a lovely weekend. And once more, let's go print some money in the markets.